This is the week that I continue the painful job of installing hundreds of joists for my wraparound deck. But I'm not here to f spiders, so let's go. We're all locked and loaded, let's get to welding. I feel like I've been making this deck forever now. At least it's not a difficult job, so buckle in and let's get these joists installed. I am done one row. Now I just have to spray, and then tomorrow I've cut all the ones for this row. So hopefully I can get that done tomorrow too. It is day number 3 of cutting and welding joists, and I want to be done this entire 2 back rows by the end of the day, except for the little corner sections here. I already have all my steel cut and placed, so now it's time for the fun part, the welding. Okay, I'm about halfway, probably more through. I think I've got about 10 more to go, or a little bit more on this row. But I am so sore, so dirty, my back is killing me, and it's time to have some lunch, I think, before I finish it off.
I'm going through changes. I'm turning the pages of my life. I don't know what the age is. I start sounding outrageous in your eyes. Sit the passing of the sea.
Alright, now that I'm all fed, let's get back into it because I cannot wait to get the drone up at the end of the day when I'm finished to see the 2 back rows done. I reckon I can jump from here? My knees are getting worse with age, that's for sure. Whee! Oh.
See what tomorrow just might bring. Barking like a dog in my own reflection. No self, no sense of direction. I was stepping on stages. I was high and contagious for your love. And the passing of the season, passing of the time, and looking for a reason and what you left behind. Searching for the answers, pulling all the strings. Yeah, I let go of everything. Come see what tomorrow just might bring.
I cannot tell you what a long day that was and how tired I am. But happy to announce I have the entire back 2 rows in except for the corners. Oh, I can't. I don't even have the energy to go, woo. It is looking amazing. I built this. Whew. I cannot wait to get that drone up tomorrow morning and show you.
Rewriting the pages from my life. I don't know what the age is. I stopped looking outrageous in your eyes.
Good morning. The plan today was to get started really early because it's going to be 40 degrees today, which is going to be no fun. I'm going to get as much done early as possible, but it's going to heat up very fast apparently. I need to go along this side now and mark out where all the joists will go, measure everything up, and then cut all my joists aside. And then I'm going to move on to doing a little project. Finally got everything measured up. I can feel it heating up now, but it's looking so pretty with the sun coming through the container there. I'm such a fan of the sun. I'm going to get to cutting so that I can get that done. It's like 6, so I want to get that done quite early so that I can move on to my project, which doesn't involve any power tools. I don't really want to be using them when it's 40 degrees and there's a storm rolling in later, so I'm sure there's going to be some wind as well. Always fire safety first, especially in a high fire risk area. That is why too, heaps of people are asking, why don't you just use wood when you've got all these trees around you? A couple reasons. I wouldn't do that anyway because I love them all too much and I don't want to cut them down. But 2, I'm not allowed to because it's a higher fire risk area. So everything structural that I build has to be made of steel or concrete or something that's not flammable, which seems very smart and clever to me. Look at that sun. I love it. I love it. I have a little question for you guys. So I am going to be milling the timber soon because it's going to need lots of time to like dry out and all this kind of stuff get prepped. But the decking will not go, the decking boards will not be installed until one of the last parts of the build because I don't want them to get wrecked in the rest of the build. But I did need the frame here because I don't have a level base. So my area's got a really big slope, and because it's such a big slope, I can't put scaffolding or lift or anything like that on the ground because it won't be stable. So I needed to make the deck frame so that I could have a level base to put like scaffolding or something like that on so that I can finish off my roof. Now, what I'm wondering is, when I've got all the joists up and the deck frame finished, what material should I use to be the temporary base? So I just want to put something down that's like under scaffolding or something temporarily so that I can pop the scaffolding on top and do the roof. But what's really strong? What would be a good option for that? Because obviously I'm going to be on scaffolding, it's going to be a bit heavy, and it's going to be a bit dangerous. So I want to make sure that material is very, very stable and solid. I will wear a harness, of course, but I mean, I don't want to fall anyway. About halfway through the cutting for today, I've done one row. The temperature is climbing. I think it's already sitting at like 28 or something at 8 a.m. So yeah, it's definitely gonna jump. And apparently in a couple of hours, it's already gonna jump to like 34 or something like that. So it's definitely gonna be a hot one today. All done cutting my 2 rows. Quite a lot, about 60 or so there. It is time for me to pack this little site away and grab some stuff to go work on my project. So you might remember a little while ago, I bought this 60 series to help me tow the tiny house trailer to pick up materials for the home build. And this old girl will last forever if I treat her right. So I need to remove all the rust. I already made a start on it before Christmas, but there's still some rust I need to remove and some holes I need to patch up from where rust has eaten away at the metal. And give her a little spray touch up to hide all the repairs. I have got her original color as well in some spray paint. So hopefully I can make her look pretty nice, but I do need to wash her down first. She's all clean, but wow, it is currently sitting at 39 degrees and apparently it's going to get to 41 degrees now. So I've still got 2 degrees to go before it gets real hot, but I definitely want to finish up soon. So I'm just going to grab my rust converter, give the rust that I sprayed once before a second coat, and then they should be good after that, and I'll be able to come back and spray the colour over the top. But I also need to patch up the holes, so I'm going to see if I can do that as well, so that when I come back in the morning to spray it with the colour, everything's ready to go.
Sunlight, dearest sunlight, I am calling you across the old room. Sunlight, dearest sunlight, I would like to come out of the womb. Something in me feels like all of me, and we dance all alone. Come on in, open my heart to this world. Open my heart to this world.
Finally completed. I've been trying to stay hydrated. The sun's come over the car a bit, so I kind of had to work in the sun because I didn't want to move everything and risk getting dust and stuff if I started up the car. But it's all patched up. I've converted all the rust, so now I just need to let it sit for a few hours. I'll probably come back in the evening to check. If it's okay, I might do it then. Otherwise, I'll wait till tomorrow morning, and then I'll sand back all the patch ups I did and give it a nice spray of its beautiful original color. And it's currently sitting at 41 degrees. I'm gonna cool off and I will see you next Sunday.
Sunlight, dearest sunlight.